Alien teen stays late for teacher private lesson in shower. First contact. The cargo bay doors of Celestial Harmony hissed open, and Kira Solanth stepped into her new life with trembling excitement. 6 months on a research station orbiting a binary star system. It was everything she'd dreamed of since childhood. "Watch a melodic voice called out, but too late. Kira's boot caught on a loose panel, sending her stumbling directly into a floating cart. The container tipped, and suddenly the air filled with glittering fragments, dozens of crystalline structures tumbling in the low gravity like frozen tears. No, no, no. The voice belonged to a tall figure who rushed forward, pearl-white skin shimmering under the station lights. His hair moved like liquid silver, and his eyes, deep violet with flecks of starlight, widened in horror. "I'm so sorry," Kira gasped, trying to catch the floating crystals. "I didn't see. Those are Gelari specimens. Irreplaceable. Do you have any idea how long it takes to cultivate?" He stopped mid-sentence, catching one particularly large crystal before it hit the wall. His elegant fingers moved with desperate grace. Kira activated her magnetic boots and helped gather what she could. Up close, she noticed his skin wasn't just white, it had an opalescent quality, shifting with subtle rainbow hues as he moved. Beautiful, and clearly furious. "You must be the new linguist," he said coldly, cradling his rescued crystals. "Theron ZH Alex. Crystal resonance researcher. And you've just destroyed 3 months of work." "Kira. And I really am sorry. Is there anything I can do to stay away from my laboratory?" His tone was ice. "Please." He swept past her, leaving Kira floating in the cargo bay, surrounded by glittering dust and the sinking feeling that she'd just made her first enemy among the stars. The binary suns through the viewport seemed to mock her, 2 celestial bodies in perfect harmony, while she couldn't even walk through a door without causing chaos. "The translation project. You're joking." Kira stared at Commander Oresh, the station's administrator. "I don't joke." The Tarkeen commander's mandibles clicked with finality. "The ancient star map requires both linguistic analysis and crystal resonance interpretation. You two are the only specialists aboard." Theron stood across the briefing room, arms crossed, his silver hair catching the light. "Commander, surely there's someone else." "There isn't. The symposium is in 6 weeks. This discovery could rewrite our understanding of pre-warp civilizations." Oresh's compound eyes swept between them. "Work together." The laboratory was awkward silence and careful distance. The ancient artifact sat between them, a crystalline sphere etched with symbols that seemed to shift when viewed from different angles. "The base language appears to be Proto-Viridian," Kira offered, adjusting her scanner. "But the syntax is unusual." Theron didn't look up from his equipment. "The crystal structure is responding to the binary star frequencies. Harmonic resonance patterns I've never seen. Could the language be musical? Tonal variations might. Possibly." His tone thawed slightly. "Play back that 3rd sequence." As Kira's translation program hummed, something magical happened. The crystal began to glow, projecting fragments of star maps into the air. Theron's breath caught. "It's beautiful," he whispered, violet eyes reflecting the holographic stars. "It's a love poem," Kira realized, reading the symbols. "Look, these aren't coordinates. They are metaphors. 2 suns eternally dancing, never touching, forever bright." Theron turned to her, really seeing her for the first time. The ancients, they were romantics. Maybe they understood something we don't. Kira found herself smiling. "That distance doesn't diminish connection." "I owe you an apology," Theron said softly. "About the crystals. I was harsh. I did destroy 3 months of work." "You did." A hint of a smile played on his lips. "But perhaps you've helped me discover something more valuable." The crystal pulsed between them, casting rainbow shadows across both their faces, human and luminy, working in unexpected harmony. The meteor shower. The observation deck was Kira's favorite refuge, but tonight she wasn't alone. Theron stood at the viewport, his silhouette outlined against the cosmos. "I didn't mean to intrude," she said. "You're not." He gestured to the space beside him. "The Castor Cloud meteor shower begins in 3 minutes. I come every year." Kira joined him, conscious of the warmth radiating from his body. Lumini naturally glowed with stored stellar energy. "Every year. It's a tradition from Prismera. We believe meteors are wishes made by stars, traveling through space searching for dreamers to claim them." His voice carried a wistfulness she hadn't heard before. "Childish, perhaps." "Beautiful," Kira corrected. The first meteor streaked across the darkness, followed by dozens more. The binary suns illuminated each trail with double shadows, creating a dance of light that took her breath away. "On Earth, we make wishes on falling stars," Kira said softly. "Then we're not so different." Theron's hand rested near hers on the railing, close but not touching. "What would you wish for?" The question felt heavier than it should. Kira thought of lonely nights in graduate school, of choosing stars over human connection. To feel less alone in the universe. "You're not alone." His voice was quiet. "Not here. Not with people who understand." She turned to find him already looking at her. In the meteor light, his skin shimmered like moonstone, his silver hair a crown of captured starlight. The beauty of him struck her breathless. "On Prismera," he continued, "we have another tradition. When someone helps you see wonder you'd forgotten, you give them this." He reached into his pocket, producing a small crystal, one of the specimens she'd damaged. "It's been growing since that day. Fed by our star map work, I think. By connection." The crystal pulsed with soft purple light as Kira took it, warm against her palm. "Theron." "Keep it," he whispered. "So you remember you're not alone." Outside, meteors fell like cosmic rain, but neither of them looked away. Vulnerability. The alarm shrieked through the station at 0200 hours. Kira bolted upright as emergency lights bathed everything in red. "Micrometeorite impact, Sector 7, the automated voice announced. "Initiating containment protocols." Sector 7. The archives. Where Theron spent every night cataloging their discoveries. Kira ran, her heart hammering. She found him sealing the blast door, silver hair disheveled, a cut above his eye leaking luminescent blood that glowed faintly purple. "Are you hurt?" She grabbed his arm. "Minor. The door mechanism jammed. We're sealed in until maintenance arrives." He touched the wound, wincing. "Could be hours." The small archive room felt intimate in the emergency lighting. Kira retrieved the medical kit, gently cleaning his wound. This close, she could see the intricate patterns in his skin, like constellations mapped across pearl. "I've never seen Lumini blood before," she said softly. "We're bioluminescent. Everything about us is designed to capture and reflect light." His voice was raw. "Sometimes I wonder if that's all I am. Something beautiful but hollow. Light with no warmth." "That's not true." "Isn't it? I've spent 6 years in space, Kira. Running from a homeworld that wanted me to marry for political alliance, produce heirs, maintain bloodlines. I chose crystals over connection." His violet eyes met hers. "Until you crashed into my life and reminded me what loneliness feels like." Kira's breath caught. "I know exactly what you mean. I buried myself in dead languages while everyone else was living. I told myself I was choosing adventure." She laughed bitterly. "But I was just afraid." "Of what?" "Of wanting something, someone, and losing them. Of not being enough." Theron's hand found hers in the darkness. "You are extraordinary. Your mind, your passion, the way you see poetry in star maps. You are more than enough." "So are you," she whispered. "Light and warmth, Theron. Both." When he kissed her, it was tentative and tender, a question and an answer. His lips tasted like starlight, and when she pulled him closer, his skin glowed brighter, turning the archive into a constellation of two. A new beginning. The symposium transmission filled every screen aboard Celestial Harmony. Scholars from 40 systems watched as Kira and Theron presented their findings, not just ancient star maps, but a civilization that had understood what modern species had forgotten, that the vast distances between stars made their light more precious, not less. Afterward, as applause echoed through the station, Kira found Theron on their observation deck. The binary suns were setting, a phenomenon that happened only once every 6 months. "Your assignment ends tomorrow," Theron said quietly. "I know. Commander Oresh offered me a permanent position, leading the new Ancient Civilizations Research Division." He turned to her, violet eyes bright with unshed emotion. "I said I needed to consult someone first." Kira's heart thundered. "Oh. There's an opening for a senior linguist. The pay is adequate, the quarters are small, and you'd be stuck working with a crystal researcher who talks too much about harmonic frequencies." His hand found hers. "But the view is spectacular." "Theron, I'm not asking you to give up other opportunities. Earth's University made you an offer, I know." His fingers tightened on hers. "But I'm asking you to consider staying. Not for the job. For this. For us." Kira looked at their joined hands, human and luminy, different but fitting together perfectly. She thought of her childhood dreams of stars, of the loneliness she'd carried like armor, of this beautiful being who'd shown her that connection didn't mean losing herself. "The ancient poem," she said softly. "Two suns eternally dancing, never touching, forever bright. We don't have to be like them." Theron drew her closer, his skin beginning to glow. "We can be suns that touch. That choose each other across all the distance." "Then yes." She kissed him as the binary suns merged on the horizon, creating one perfect moment of unified light. "Yes to staying. Yes to us. Yes to every adventure we haven't discovered yet." His laugh was pure joy as he spun her around, both of them glowing now, his natural luminescence and her reflection of it. Outside, the stars witnessed what they'd known all along, that the universe was vast and cold, but love could create its own gravity, pulling two souls together across any distance, making home not a place but a person. Lessons from the stars. Distance cannot diminish light that truly shines. Sometimes space between souls makes their eventual collision all the more luminous. Vulnerability is not weakness but the bravest form of connection. To be seen fully and loved completely transforms isolation into belonging. True love doesn't ask you to abandon your journey. It becomes a companion who walks beside you, making every destination more beautiful for being shared. The universe gives us infinite chances to choose loneliness or courage. Choose always to reach across the void, for that is how stars are born. The end.